Hey, you guys, welcome back to Ramon at Home. I'm so excited you're here today because in today's video, I'm going to share with you a beautiful spring Easter tablescape with a gorgeous floral arrangement. I know you're going to love it. Remember yesterday we shared with you the beautiful swag for your front door with carrots and orange and green. It was just absolutely gorgeous. If you not have seen yesterday's video, I'm going to link it down below. Remember, right now during the month of March, we're doing daily videos Monday through Friday to inspire you to create something beautiful for spring and Easter. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a gorgeous centerpiece arrangement for our Easter table. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some of these Monstera leaves. Now I do think these are a little too long, if you guys can see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bend just a little bit to kind of put it down here and create that symmetry on both sides. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start grabbing some of these beautiful viburnum. You guys, tablescapes is one of my favorite things to do here on the channel because I really love setting a beautiful table with gorgeous dishes, napkins, stemware, silverware. I collect stemware and silverware and dishes, so I have a lot of them you guys have never seen. So this year my intention is to do a lot of them. Now this arrangement I'm making with silks, but this is something that I actually would love to do with fresh flowers. Now remember, what happens on the right happens on the left, and what goes up must come down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce one to the left, one to the right, and then I'm going to do the same thing, one kind of like to the front, and then the same one to the back right here. So that way you start to create some symmetry. I'm going to save some of these guys towards the end because I have this beautiful green hydrangea from David Christopher's. This hydrangea is a real touch and I just love their product. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a little bit of a curvature, and I'm going to introduce one right here to the side, all the way to the side. Then I'm going to grab another one and I'm going to do the same. I'm going to give it a little bit of a curvature, and I'm going to go in right here, crisscrossing them to make sure that they kind of have a grid lock, and that way your arrangement is not going to be flip-flopping around. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go through the viburnum and I'm going to go ahead and put one right here to the front, and I'm going to spin it around so you guys can see. Immediately I'm going to do one towards the back over here as well. And that is going to create our symmetry. Remember, what happens on the right happens on the left. What goes up must come down. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the last one and I'm going to give just a little bit of a curvature, and that's going to go on what I call the crown, which is going to be right here. And out of this one, we're going to add the last ones, and they're going to radiate from that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go right here in between. And remember, this has to be long and low so that way you can see when you're having a conversation. So I'm going to put this guy right here, and then I'm going to give it a little bit of a twist around, and I'm going to put this guy right here, letting all of these flowers flop around, because remember, viburnum has that quality of a flower. They kind of has floppy. I used to live in a place where we had a viburnum bush, and I absolutely love the way they look like, especially when it rained with all the weight of the water. They just have this movement, and I absolutely love it. All right, you guys, so I do have these beautiful picks from David Christopher's, and remember our swag had those carrots. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce some carrots to my arrangement, and I just want them to poke out from one side. So since, let's see, which one is my tallest side? I think this is my tallest side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some of these picks, and I'm just going to cut a little bit of it, and I'm going to introduce one right here because we want our home to be cohesive. And the best way to do that is if you use the same materials, the same color scheme all throughout your home when you're decorating. So I'm going to grab another one. I'm going to lift this guy right here, and I'm just going to poke him through. Okay, so it's getting tight in there. So we're going to go like that. And then we're going to bend a little bit like this. So that way it gives us some carrots. Okay, so now I'm going to go to the table. I'm going to share with you a beautiful tablescape. Come with me. All right, everyone, so we're gonna start this tablescape with this beautiful charger you guys have seen me use before, and you will see continuously on this video. I love this rattan charger from a store back in Kansas called Nail Hills. and they're made out of wicker rattan, so I just absolutely love it, especially for spring, because it gives you that almost like a basket feel. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce this beautiful dish that has a lot of green. Remember, our theme for this spring is green and orange, or peach color, very sorbet color. So this dish I absolutely love. It's from a local boutique here in San Diego. Now it has a lot of pattern, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down that pattern with a simple white dish right here. I always like to do this. Now here's a secret, you guys. I always like to use unexpected items like this charcuterie board. They're mini like cutting boards. I just thought they were so cute. These are from Target, from the Hearth and Hand collection. So I'm going to go ahead and lay that down. And like I said, that just breaks down the color and it kind of pulls in from the table. Now here's a cool thing I want to share with you. So I have these sheer napkins that I bought here at a local store. Leave me a comment if you guys want to see a link for this napkin right here. And then also these ones from the same store. I love this sorbet orange color with a flower pattern, and it's almost the same pattern as the one on the dish. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to layer the sheer first, and then this napkin right here, and I'm going to pinch, and I'm going to gather all of it right here to create almost this carrot. You know, it looks like a carrot with the orange and then the green coming out of it. Now here is my favorite thing this spring, is this table ring holder from David Christopher's. You guys, they have limited quantity, so be sure to go to davidchristopher's.com and get yourself a set of these beautiful polka dotted ear bunny ring holders. So I'm going to go ahead and put it up like this. Now here's the cool thing about this napkin ring holder, you guys. Every ear is wire, so what I like to do is I like to bend this guy right here, so that way it looks more like a bunny. I think it's super cute. All right, so then for my stemware, I'm going to use some green stemware from a local antique store, and then to elevate the look, I'm also going to use just a glass with a silver rim that I'm going to do for water and perhaps some orange juice. Now my favorite way to do my flatware is by using this knife rest. I've been collecting knife rest for a long time, and so I'm going to put my knife rest, and remember that knife and spoon have 5 letters just like the word right, and fork has 4 letters just like the word left, so that's how we know. So this is what our dish stack is going to look. Now I'm going to bring the centerpiece and give you the full result. All right, you guys, so the last thing we need to do is fix our centerpiece right on place. This is more of a statement piece centerpiece that I would actually remove from the table, but also to make it even more festive, I want to add some of these flocked bunnies. Now this also is great for display if you have a retail store, if you're trying to promote a baby shower during spring or just an Easter celebration. You put your bunnies down, and then of course you want to readjust your centerpiece. And this is how easy it is to create a beautiful spring Easter centerpiece and tablescape for your table this year. All right, you guys, so I'm gonna get ready for the next one. There's going to be 3 beautiful spring Easter centerpieces and tablescapes on this video. Let's take a look. Okay, so I want to show you how I set this gorgeous table for 2, and I'm going to start with this beautiful wicker charger. This came from a store in Kansas called Nail Hills, and I think they still have them available. Then I'm going to go ahead and use this blue and white plate that I think it is perfect to go with the ribbon that we use, so it all kind of is a cohesive look. After that, I'm going to color black my napkin, and for my napkin I'm going to use this really beautiful yellow napkin that I've had for quite a few years. And to color black, I'm going to put a white dish, and as you guys can see, that yellow and the blue really just looks absolutely gorgeous together. I love this look. Then for a little whimsy, I have chosen this pretty plate with a gold rim right here, and I've chosen these footed pedestal little bowls to put an Easter egg and one of the butterflies right here in the middle. In this occasion, I'm gonna use my gold flatware and I'm gonna put the knife actually right here on the top. And I'm going to place my spoon on my right. Remember, spoon and knife have 5 letters like the word right, and fork has 4 letters like the word left, and that's the easiest way to remember it, just like this. Okay, so for my flatware, I chose once again these beautiful blue glasses that I have that I am so obsessed with. They are crystal, and then these amber glasses that I think look so pretty with this particular tablescape. As you guys can see, the colors just blend together and I love it. And I went ahead and did a beautiful centerpiece with just some twig branches with the daisy moms, and I added all of these butterflies to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it right here, and as you guys can see, it was super simple yet so dramatic. All right, everyone, so for this table setting, I wanted to show you that I got these placemats at Walmart, and I'm gonna put them on the horizontal. Then on top of that, I'm going to add this wicker charger because I really love the texture of wicker for this particular holiday, which is Easter, and also for spring. Then I have a collection of plates. They are white with a gold rim that I use for special occasions. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this white plate. Now I did get at Walmart also this set of napkins, and these are kitchen towels actually, but I'm gonna use it as a napkin on my placemat, and I just love the color. It's that Tiffany blue, and it has an accent of another like Robin's eggs blue, and I just absolutely love it. Then what I'm going to do is I'm gonna add these dishes that actually were the china when I was a child. My mother split it in sets of 4 and gave every of her child a set of 4, so I like to use it because it's something special, plus it has that pink and blue that we're going for. Then on top of that, I'm gonna add this cute little plate that is the set of the gold rim plate. And I just thought to add something cute to the placemat, I'm gonna add this tiny little bowl with a little bit of grass and an Easter egg and a complementary color, which is the pink that we're using just for a little touch of Easter. Now for my stemware, I'm gonna go ahead and use a pink water goblet, and I'm gonna use a blue, really pretty blue wine glass, maybe a mimosa glass. And for my flatware, I'm going to go ahead and use this beautiful gold that I've collected through the years. And remember that fork has 4 letters like the word left, so we're gonna put our fork on the left, and spoon and knife have 5 letters like the word right. And always remember to put your knife facing towards the setting, that way it's not on people's way. All right, so that's what our table looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and bring the centerpiece and show you the end result.